Hey guys, it's Ameriie, and today I'm here to do the book Courtship tag. I wasn't tagged for this video, but I thought it'd be a lot of fun to do it, so here we go. Phase 1, Initial Attraction. A book you bought because of the cover. I've got quite a few little coverless over here. The Diviners by Libba Bray. Look how beautiful it is. I love this cover. So original and interesting. Just so gorgeous. And look how beautiful it looks naked. It's so beautiful. The Circle for the Engels Forest trilogy by Sarah B. Elfgren and Matt Stransberg. This is book 1. So pretty. Oh, it's like a horror, urban, paranormal fantasy. The Wreath with a book of blood dripping down. It's just, I didn't even know what it was about, but I knew I wanted it. And it feels so beautiful too. And it looks beautiful naked. Gorgeous. We All Looked Up by Tommy Wallach. I love the way that there's so much blank space here, so much darkness, and it goes with the whole impending doom with the asteroid coming in 2 months. All this blank unknown. The Interestings by Meg Wolitzer. I love the multicolors here. Something about it's very vibrant. Lots of energy. Phase 2, First Impressions. A book that you got because of the summary. The summary for 11/22/63 by Stephen King is pretty succinct. On November 22nd, 1963, 3 shots rang out in Dallas. President Kennedy died and the world changed. What if you could change it back? The story involves time travel, and what's so cool about this is that you have the cover, a newspaper clipping from that day, and it's what we're very familiar with. But on the back, you have JFK escapes assassination, First Lady also okay, and you have them walking out together, arm in arm. I heard him read an excerpt of this and it was so fascinating. One of the 10 best books of the year by the New York Times Review. Looking forward to reading this. I have this in physical and on ebook. But yeah, the summary was just, that little short bit was all I needed. Not so quick to the point, but equally alluring is Patrick Süskind's Perfume. I'll read you a couple of bits. The year is 1738, the place Paris. A baby is born under a fishmonger's bloody table in a marketplace and abandoned. No one will look after him. He is somehow too demanding, and even more disturbing, something is missing. As his wet nurse tries to explain, he doesn't smell the way a baby should smell. Indeed, he has no scent at all. So basically he grows up, he still has no scent, and he's in love with the scents around him. He ends up learning the ancient art of perfume making, and he becomes the rage of Paris, all of Europe, for his perfumes. Then, secure in his mastery of these means to an end, he withdraws into a strange and agonized solitude, waiting, dreaming, until the morning when he wakes, ready to embark on his monstrous quest, to find and extract from the most perfect living creatures, the most beautiful young virgins in the land, that ultimately perfume which alone can make him too fully human. So, basically, he might have to kill somebody. Phase 3, a book with great writing. Nosferatu by Joe Hill. I love the way he creates a scene. I love the way he paints a picture. I love how he gets to the heart of who people are. He's excellent. This is excellent. I did a creepy Christmas video with this book where I talked about what it's about and everything like that, so I won't go into it here, but it's amazing. Definitely read this. The Magicians by Lev Grossman. Prose-wise, a great blend of the literary and the colloquial, and I just love this series. Station 11, you guys have heard me rave about this one as well. I also talked about this in my November wrap-up, I believe, so if you're interested, check that one out. Phase 4, First Date. A first book in a series that made you want to read the rest of the series. The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. Yes, I wait with bated breath for each installment of this. One of the literary highlights of the year for me. Phase 5, Late Night Phone Calls. A book that kept you up all night. Lock and Key by Joe Hill and Gabriel Rodriguez. This didn't just keep me up at night, this actually consumed my days. Like when I started this series, this is actually book 2 because I have book 1 in ebook form. I could do nothing else. I was like addicted. This is the only physical copy I have because I couldn't wait long enough to go to the comic book store and pick up another edition. Like I needed it at that moment. I needed it now. So I read the rest in ebook like on this crazy marathon. Phase 6, Always on My Mind. A book that you can't stop thinking about. Stephen Hawking's A Brief History. I haven't even read this book yet. The book is like, can you read me already? Like, hello. It sits in my next up soon section and I've yet to read this. I keep telling myself I want to, which is why it's always on my mind because I look at it and I'm like, I'm gonna get to you in a second. Just hold on a little longer. Phase 7, Getting Physical. A book in which you love the way it feels. The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon is just such a soft book. Like I love the velvetyness of it. You know those books that you get sometimes and you touch it and it's like velvety and then you have lotion on your hands, you're like, oh, fingerprints get on there. but you don't want ashy hands, so yeah, cover has to take one for the team. But I usually just wipe it. I do that. I'm a little obsessed. But yes, it's so soft. I love it. Phase 8, Meeting the Parents, a book that you recommend to friends and family. The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. Very good nonfiction book that gives you 4 basic agreements that you make with yourself to enhance your life. An agreement that I found to be really helpful is the second agreement. Don't take anything personally. Essentially, it's no matter what happens, no matter what you encounter in life, know that whatever negativity is being sent your way, let's just say it's an individual, whether it's someone you know or a stranger on the street, whatever energy they're putting out has everything to do with what's happening with themselves, what they think about themselves or their own situation, and not really anything to do with you. Great book. Phase 9, Thinking About the Future, a book that you know that you will read many times in the future. I loved the Little House on the Prairie series by Laura Ingalls Wilder, particularly this book, On the Banks of Plum Creek. I think this was my favorite one for some reason. Maybe it had to do with the house. They lived in a little hill, a home that was inside of a hill. And I thought that was just so fascinating. I think it just really captured my imagination. But something about the story was very cozy to me always. Also another book called A Strawberry Girl that I will probably always reread. But since we're talking about series, yes, this series is really awesome. One day I will read all of them. I only have one because I tried to find this series and I didn't want the new illustrations. I really wanted the ones that were familiar to me. So I've been trying to hunt down these. I've got one so far, so that's good. Phase 10, Share the Love, Share the Tag. I tag Chapter Stacks, Sophia at the Book Basement, India at Books and Big Hair, and Tasha at Tashopolis. And of course, you guys. But I actually have a special question for you. This is my bonus round question where you can answer it in the comments below. Blind date. Which book did someone recommend to you that you were initially skeptical about but ended up loving? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Bye! Choose 2D3 stinky socks, so I really hope you get stinky socks.
Perfect.
Now we can